Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to share some TV shows that I've watched recently. And I have to say though, I'm going to recommend pretty much all 5 of these shows and just give a little background about them and why you should watch them too so we can talk about them. We're going to get started. So first show is on Amazon Prime. It's called The Expanse. I have 2 show recommendations that were actually recommended to me by one of my friends. I think this show is technically classified as a sci-fi type. At first I wasn't really sure how I felt about it because I usually like to stick to murder type of shows or funny shows. I wasn't completely sold at first, but then it kind of grew on me after you started learning the characters and understanding the plot of the show more. Pretty much it's just this group of people on these little spaceships is what I'm gonna call them. They kind of just deal with having to be up in space in their own little worlds, dealing with people that are trying to fight against them, life that's not on Earth pretty much. And I was living for this show. Have to say my favorite character was Amos. This man was chef kiss, the most beautiful man in my opinion. He is so sexy. And did I continue watching the show for him? Absolutely. The plot of the show also was really good too. All of these shows besides one of them are on Amazon Prime. I don't have Netflix, surprisingly. I just feel that Netflix fell off within recent years and I just don't see a need for it. I watched it a couple years ago and basically I am just now rewatching it because the new season is coming out this year in a couple months. Dexter. I talked about this last time in my top 10 favorite TV shows. I am so shocked rewatching Dexter. I completely forgot so much of the whole show. I'm trying not to ruin it because I want you guys to watch it. Each season, I feel like I got amnesia and I'm watching it for the first time. I know Dexter and I knew little pieces about him and what happens to his family and everything. I just could not remember. Oh, that's what happened to this character. Anyways, the basis of the show is that Dexter is a serial killer. He's a good serial killer, but he's a very likable serial killer. I said this last time because he keeps to himself. He's quiet. One thing that I like that Dexter does is the show itself, they had him do voiceovers and share his inner thoughts, and he is just really funny a lot of the time. And I think that makes him more likable as a character too. And my next show is House. I think it's technically House MD. I don't know why I finally decided to watch it. I've always seen it. And then I think one day I was just looking for a show that I could binge watch pretty much. I don't watch shows that are currently on air. That's actually kind of a lie because one show that I am going to recommend is being aired currently. But I love shows that are complete and I can just watch them through and I don't have to wait for a new episode to come out. And this is a doctor type of show. It's kind of like Grey's Anatomy in a way. This focuses on Gregory House, who is the main character and doctor diagnostician, which is what I think he is technically classified as. He's just this genius ass man that some people watching it, depending on I guess what you're into, they might not like his character because he is kind of a jerk. Also, if I worked with him, I don't know if I could really work with him because even though it's a fictional show, I'm sure there are doctors probably like this. Sometimes the way he talks to people, even to patients, I don't think you would really see this in the world, so that's what makes it kind of funny. But I know some people might not like his personality, but I loved it. I thought it was funny. Every episode is like Grey's Anatomy. They have a new person that comes in that's sick, but then you also have a couple of main characters that are part of House's team. I did watch the whole show completely, but I don't know, I do recommend it, but I don't know if I would rewatch the whole thing again. I lost interest without rooting too much. I mean, it's not really a secret. You'll see that they obviously get new characters on the show. I'm just gonna say there was one girl that was on there. Her name was Cameron. She went by Dr. Cameron. She started off on the show and then throughout the series she kind of fell off and then she kind of just wasn't really on it. But I loved her character and I was really sad she went off and did her own thing. Once House's original team, fellows, whatever, they started doing different things on their own, and that's when I didn't really like when they started bringing new people in, pretty much is what I have to say. Eventually I just kind of felt like the show was dragging on and they were trying to think of more things that they could do with House's character. I just thought it's like, how many more things can this guy possibly do before not even being a doctor anymore? I was happy though with the ending of the show. The first couple seasons were worth watching. Another show on Amazon Prime is Suits. I fell in love with one of the main characters, Harvey. This was another one of those shows though that I kind of lost interest in a way. To just give a brief summary with a little bit of spoilers, the show focuses on Harvey and Mike. They work together. And then Mike winds up dating and marries Meghan Markle's character, which Meghan Markle, we all know, went off and got married to Prince Harry. So I'm pretty sure that's why she got written off out of the show. Once they wrote her out of the show, they got rid of Mike too. I don't know if that was the actor's choice. It's a show about law and lawyers for the most part. Just how Harvey, he says he's the best closer in New York City or something like that. I also feel like he gets away with shit that is kind of out there, but the way that he does his job I think is amazing. That is a show I have to say was really good. My last show recommendation is on Apple TV, which I am currently signed up for an Apple TV free trial. There's really no shows on there that I would really find intriguing, but this show, Ted Lasso, I don't even know how to describe how I feel about this show. New episodes I think are coming out every Friday. It has to do with Jason Sudeikis' character Ted, and he is hired to be, technically in England it's called football, soccer. He's a soccer manager, I think is what we're gonna call him, football manager. He really has no knowledge of the game all that much, and the person that is running the club is Rebecca, and she obviously had some other motives for wanting to hire Ted. The show is just really enjoyable to watch. It can be funny. I think Ted in general, his character is such a big part of the show because he's so funny and likable, and it's like, what the hell is this guy even doing? But you begin to really like his character, and then you obviously have a lot of the team characters and then people that work along with Ted. Definitely check out some of those shows if you do, or if you have. Let me know your opinion, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.